Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Broncos will put total leather and will get started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Glagway. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. But they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Escapes the sack. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. who knows what they're going to do.
Try to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this.
What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He's looking to throw it. He uncorks one deep. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. That's 20. He's got space. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw it again. He's got his man, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
To throw, it's Lagway. Going for it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Gator. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And the point after is good. Surely they're going to kick this thing away. Tied in the second quarter, they're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him onto the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Genty. Bulls his way forward. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. Hold on. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell. They had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. Now rolling to the left. And as he throws, pulls it in. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Handoff to the single back.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Broncos!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks early in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
They'll throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
That's the end of the first half. With the score 46-14.
And the Gators will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. On the move at the 30.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking for the score. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Boise State.
That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Right back to the well. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. And once he got loose, it was all over.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quarterback on the move, still looking. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. So much for playing field position. It's just a 1-score game here in the 3rd, and they're lining up for an onside kick. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, and then after the quarterback got him on the ground.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Touchdown, Boise State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just He's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Fires on the move. It's caught downfield. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Going up top. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs.
Fires one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown Broncos! And the punishment has been extended. Welcome to Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Hoosiers. We expect Memorial Stadium to be rocking because these fans have been getting ready since early this morning. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hoosiers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Throws to the tight end. And the ball is intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll go to the ground. He showed it all there. A little looseness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell his speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Using the quick game. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Pocket starts to collapse. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
He'll keep it himself. Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
And I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions to have to make. Oftentimes, Reese, we see running back... benched. Well, this offense, we're not going to bench this guy because of his talent. But how many more times do you trust him to carry the football on design quarterback runs after that fumble?
Looking to pass. It's Arnold. Quickly to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense, because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Turns it on in midfield. Then he breaks into the open. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 48 sets a kickoff.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Here's the handoff. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll try the run. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 7, Indiana 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. Gets open down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Going up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ellison. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Into the end zone. Grab near the marker. It's Price. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Burks. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long way to the end zone. Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Back to throw, it's Arnold. Looking down the middle. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Nice job in coverage on that third and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up fourth down.
The Sooners send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Offense gets set for second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the tailback. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quarterback will audible. On second down, he'll let it fly. And he can't escape, and down he goes. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. The official says no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And the Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The give to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. They're trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
They'll give it to the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Now the play fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been...
Ball in the air, intercepted! And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown Sooners! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the ground with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 14, Indiana 7.
Why are you giving up? What is this?
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Oh, it's a reverse. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Trying to get to him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play? They want that clock to run. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Hoosiers will take over 1st and 10.
Waste of time.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Jackson will throw. Fires left. He's got it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback checking the play. He's going to pass. Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great...
Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes. taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Utes will put toe to leather to crank us up. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. Power football with the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking for a gap. It's Judkins. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe. Right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now it opens up play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Fast motion from the offense. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Give to the running back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They're going to ride this running back. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
1st and goal, Ohio State.
And the Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter. They finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
They've methodically worked their way down the field. The 11th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. On the run, it's Woods. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where
he is smashing people.
The returner brings it out to the 34. And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical.
Off he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Ibuka. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The give to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
12, Utah, 0.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Coming out with it, it's Stanley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important.
Nothing but green ahead. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utes.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Stumbled to the ground.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field. But if nothing's open, boom. I take it and easily get a first down, make a big play, just make it a headache for the defense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Back to pass, it's Howard. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got the quick pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stanley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired. And
I think that's the difficulty of being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Looking for space. It's Stanley. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Yeah, this is almost icing meat cake, right? Like late in the 4th quarter, you're up by 2 scores. Exactly what you want to do. Get a stop. Now you force a turnover, get your offense back on the field, and now you want to do this. Tick, tick, tick.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The hand to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the offense. They'll try to outflank him with the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Leaves it with the running back. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.